All right. Hello, friends. Welcome, welcome. Oh, so great to see all of these wonderful faces. Oh, hello. Well, one commonality to the last few days is that everybody that I connected with, the almost one of the very first things that they said is, I can breathe. And I noticed that also because even though I was taking really good care of myself, I could feel that it was a little, and then, so what I'd like everybody to do is just to do your own version about and then, and what I realized is that's been happening pretty continuously. I'll catch another little pocket and then it releases. And so what I am wanting to do today is to honor that, and then to also honor something else that occurred, which was I kept seeing memes and texts about appreciation and the magic of appreciation, the power of appreciation. And so with our loops and scoops today, I thought, let's put those two together. Let's put appreciation and looping together with our love scoops. And what I thought I would like to do first was to acknowledge how valuable it is for us all to gather together to give and receive attention, which is such a source of nourishment. And part of the loops and scoops is being able to choose how you're using your attention, choose where you're putting your attention. And I think we know from a lot of the research that's come out, and also the new, the social dilemma, that our eyeballs are coveted, and we live in an attention economy. Your attention, your eyeballs are valuable. And so even if you don't think you're valuable, there are a whole lot of industries who want your eyeballs. And so there's going to be this draw to keep your focus out here. So I want to put together our ability to choose where we're putting our attention together with breath. So I'd like you to first I'd like you to shift your attention. I'd like you to go from here to here. So I'd like you to just loop, like noticing that mostly our attention is here, and let yourself just feel that. And then I'd like you to let your attention actually move into your heart and all the way through to your back, and notice what wants to happen with your breath when you make that move. And can you give attention to that whole area? So you can let attention move around. You can let it move behind, like you've got your back. And as I'm doing that, I can feel, again, these little pockets where I can find more breath. And then also on the out breath, let the out breath come all the way down through your legs like a whoosh. So letting your attention come from your head to your heart, taking a breath in there, finding all of that space, and then letting your out breath whoosh down through your legs. And this is going to also give me an opportunity to show you the rest of my outfit for today. So letting yourself head to heart, and then you can let that sumo on down, or you can scoop and let that move all the way through your legs. And letting your attention spritz yourself with some appreciation. So you're letting appreciation join in there with your breath. So first giving attention to you before we even move out and around you. And then shifting back up into your head and appreciating all of the decisions that you've made about where to focus your attention, appreciating that you're able to give and receive attention, appreciating the power of sensitive awareness, and that your brain has been able to function in the midst of all of this. So just giving some loving attention to your brain, even when you had mush brain, there is a way in which using your attention and your love kind of brought you back into alignment so you could scoop. And, mostly we criticize our criticizing. So let's appreciate all of the wonderful things that your brain does. Yes. And each time you notice your breathing, I'd like you to on the out breath, and then just be there noticing until a breath wants to come in, and letting your looping now come from your head into your belly, particularly around your umbilicus, around your belly button, which is the fear center in your body. And so when you bring your attention here, notice how your breath is wanting to fill your belly. And notice if there are any of the fear melters oozing or wiggling or sumo, and that you can scoop. I just heard our cats thundering down the hall. They're really liking what we're doing there. Gadang, 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 gadang. All of the energy loosened up. And noticing the places, particularly between your ribs and in your back, just above your pelvis, where the breath might have gotten stuck. So using your attention to come from head to, what's going on here? That, which opens curiosity and appreciation. And then letting your body just respond. How is your body wanting to move with all of that? I'm finding a lot of what I would call fish-like movement is wanting to happen in me. I'm wanting to recover curves and smooth off rough edges. And noticing that we're in such speed that we stay out ahead of the breath, but that now you can let your breath, you can rest at the bottom of the out breath and wait for the new breath to come, and notice where the new breath is wanting to move in you. And now as you're playing with all of that, looping to all of these different areas with you, let's just do one more, which is looping down to your feet. When I would say to people often, notice your feet, they'd go, and they'd look at their feet. So that's okay, but let yourself look at your feet from the inside. Let your looping come all the way down to your feet, appreciating all of the ways in which your feet have matched your choices, taking you where you want to go, keeping you on the ground and not just floating up into space, and opening the sense of connection to this big body that we all share. So giving some attention to your feet. I don't know if you all saw, there was a great meme that was going by on social media of a baby eating an ice cream with his foot. So rubbing the ice cream and then putting his foot in his mouth. And I cannot quite do that, but I aspire to be able to do that. But I can imagine doing that. So imagine a treat for your feet, letting yourself bring your appreciation, all that swirling appreciation down to your feet, and then ask your feet what would be a feet treat for you. Is there something especially that your feet would like? You know, do they want to go out and be in the grass, for those of you who still have grass at this time of year? Or would they like to be in water? Or would they like to be touched? Or would you like to show your feet to other? I see people doing showing your feet to other people. We could appreciate each other's feet. Yes, the feet treat. And notice my feet are so happy. They were going, oh, she noticed me. She noticed me. So notice if there's any other part of you that's going, oh, me, give me some attention to me. Can I have some attention, please? So just for a couple of breaths, notice if there's any other place that's wanting your attention. So I'm getting just below my shoulder blades, there's my body is saying, hey, I've been carrying things for quite a while here. I'd like some space here. And so I can feel that of the fear melters, my shoulders are wanting oozing, a sort of a little wiggle ooze. So notice that place in you that's going, hey, yoo-hoo, yoo-hoo, and give that your rich, appreciative attention, and then just noticing what's wanting to happen. So my invitation for you is keep doing this for the next several days, if not the next several weeks, you know, because we're still on a bit of a bumpy journey here. And now I'd like you to, I just keep noticing that my breathing is going, it's basically a phew. So notice what sound you're wanting to make on the out breath. And just go ahead and do that with your whole body. What sound are you wanting to make on the out breath? Like, whoa, whoa. And that's another thing I want to invite you to let yourself do as much as you like. And then I'd like you to turn your attention, keep coming back to you, especially with your breath and noticing your breath, and then noticing anywhere around you. In your immediate location, like I'm thinking of our local community here in Ojai, where a new friend of ours was just elected mayor. And so I'm giving attention, appreciative attention, and like, oh, great. We have someone whose focuses on water and community, who is going to be bringing us together in community. So letting yourself appreciate people in your world who are supporting connection and supporting community, and who might want or need some attention from you. One of our friends, a father's just died from COVID. So there may be people in your community who are in the midst of grieving and loss. So appreciation doesn't have to be rah, rah. Appreciation is giving your sensitive awareness to. So notice the quality of attention that you want to give, whether it's an embrace, you know, or a touching of someone's face, or a putting an arm around their waist and holding them. You can do that with your attention, with your loop of awareness. It's incredibly powerful and goes across time and space. So letting yourself do that and then coming back to you again. So when you get rattled over the next period of time, when the unexpected occurs, let yourself return to bringing your appreciation and your breath and your attention just bringing them together for a few minutes to find your presence so that you can make conscious choices about this next part of our community life. Yeah. And I'd like everybody to unmute yourselves and make all of the noises that you want to make, in response to this shift in our community that's happening in the past few days. Thank you for being in community. And my intention is to keep this going as long as we feel that we want to do this, but especially through the end of the year and maybe through January 20th. But this is going to keep going through the end of the year. So I look forward to seeing you all next time, and bring friends, let people know about this. This is available on a European friendly time. And so we'd love to see you. And we also have this recorded. So I'm going to leave now. You can stay and converse with each other as long as you want. And much love to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.